To those in the gallery, please
Post on
do not
YouTube, Joe.
express any signs or disapproval upon the reading of the verdict. Let's return to jury.
This right here. And the frequency ranges. The refresh rate's messed up.
State recognized presence of the jury.
We do, Your Honor.
And thus the defense.
Yes, sir, we do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Have you reached the verdict?
Yes, sir.
Would you hand the verdict form to the court, deputy, please?
I think you just realized what she wore. That's right, this is going to be on TV. I'm going to, upload this to YouTube, right after. Maybe.
Will the defendant rise along with counsel? Madam Clerk, you may publish the verdicts.
In the Circuit Court for the 9th Judicial Circuit in Fort Orange County, Florida, State of Florida versus Casey Marie Anthony. As to case number 2008 CF 15606-0. As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of aggravated child abuse, verdict as to count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of aggravated manslaughter of a child, verdict is to count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
Whoa!
All dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, foreperson. As to the charge of providing false information to a law enforcement officer, verdict as to count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of providing false information to a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. So say we all, dated Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of providing false information to a law enforcement officer, verdict count 5. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of providing false information to a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. So say we all, dated Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of providing false information to a law enforcement officer, verdict as to count 6. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of providing false information to a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. So say we all, dated Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of providing false information to a law enforcement officer, verdict is to count 7. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of providing false information to a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. So say we all, dated Orlando, Orange County, Florida, the 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson.
It's charged.
Madam Clerk, you may poll the jury.
How long is that? Yeah, that is bullshit.
Juror number one, were these your true and correct verdicts? Pardon? Juror number one, were these your true and correct verdicts? No. Were they all your true and correct verdicts? Yes. Juror number two, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number three, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number four, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number five, were these your true and correct verdicts? Yes. Juror number six, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number seven, were these your true and correct verdicts? Yes. Juror number eight, were these your true and correct verdicts? Yes. Juror number nine, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 10, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 11, were these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
And juror number 12, were these your true and correct verdicts? Yes. Thank you.
Will, counsel
Oh.
and the defendant approach the podium? Not all the counsel, but.
I want to hear the
Representative
stories from the
Spanner.
jurors now.
I don't.
How the fuck did you find her not guilty?